Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So, on this video I'm going to be going over something that I've been investigating, and I wanted to essentially fill you guys in on what has been going on. So, you obviously know that this unit here has been a major issue. I don't need to go over everything that was wrong, but essentially false advertising, yada yada yada. A lot of people left very unhappy with the outcome. Now, as you guys are probably well aware, not very much has happened in that regard. They've changed the unit, they've rechanged the unit, they've buffed the unit, but ultimately a lot of people are still left unhappy because the unit itself doesn't really do what people wanted it to do when they picked the unit up. So a lot of people felt like they should have got a refund, they should have got at least some form of compensation. So a couple of days ago I got a DM from another member saying, "Hayzink, you've spoke about this quite a lot, did you get this?" And it was a message with compensation, and it didn't state what the compensation was for. Now, I then found out that there was another member who got this compensation, and through kind of discussing the matter with them, the only link that they had that could possibly justify why they had compensation was they complained specifically through customer services that they were not happy with the outcome of VIPER, and they both got compensation. Now, I brought it up on the main Discord. It's a bit weird. If you look at everything, the only thing that links these two people is the fact that they complained about VIPER. And I was kind of hushed up a little bit, as if, you've not got enough evidence. Okay, sure, true, two people is not enough evidence, but when absolutely nothing has happened on their account apart from this one specific thing, and the only link that they have that make them similar to each other is they both did the same thing, which was complain to customer services, it doesn't take Batman to figure out that that's probably what caused it. So, despite the fact that I had complained about VIPER probably more than anyone, but I just did it via video format, I did it on a Discord massive post that people could upvote and stuff like that, I decided, do you know what, I'm going to test this out. I believe the reason they've been given compensation is because they complained to customer service and they didn't just accept the first answer. So I reached out to customer services and I complained about VIPER. Then I got a message back basically saying, "We really understand that people are very upset about this unit, blah blah blah. We appreciate your feedback, we're striving to make the game better." And I replied back saying, basically, "Aye, very good, where's my compensation?" And I got nothing, and I thought, you know what, they're just ignoring me. And lo and behold, I got compensation. So, you might still think this is not enough evidence, but I'm telling you right now, this is what this is for. So what this basically means is they are selectively giving compensation for an issue in game, which I don't agree with at all. I stated in my original email, this should automatically go to everyone who has VIPER. As simple as that. It shouldn't be a pick and choose thing where we will give it to the people who complain. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, as soon as they've made the decision that that's what they're doing and they're going to give it to one person, then everyone is in the same category, everyone is in the same boat. It should automatically go to everyone. Now, there's probably still going to be people out there who are either A, blindly defending the game, which I don't get, because I say what's good about the game when things are good, and I also say what's bad about the game when things are bad. You don't need to like fanboy one way or the other, but there'll still be people out there that will say it's not enough evidence, right? That's fine. Don't email customer services in, right? Just don't do it. But to the rest of you guys, if you got VIPER, what you need to do is you need to go into the game, you need to hit support. If you don't know how to do it, you go here, you click the customer services button and fill out a support ticket. Explain that you're not happy about VIPER. You believe, rather than you believe that other players have been compensated because they complained about VIPER, but you as a player have been affected in the exact same way, so you feel like you should be entitled to compensation. Now, just to be clear, the only thing that I have in common with these other two players that I know for a fact got this exact same compensation, the only thing I have in common is we have VIPER and we contacted customer services. There's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. Our accounts are at completely different levels, we're at completely different points in the game, we've summoned for different units. There is nothing at all that links our experiences apart from contacting customer services to complain about VIPER. Now, again, if you want to say that it's just anecdotal evidence, that there's not enough proof there, then that's fine. I'm not going to try and convince you. But what I'm saying is, I believe that this is what the cause of this compensation was, and I strongly urge every player who watches this video who has got VIPER to contact customer services and complain, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be a pick and choose thing. It shouldn't just go to select players. It should go to absolutely everyone. Now, if you need to take this video and you need to forward this video on, by all means, do it. I don't care, right? I've got no loyalty to this game, to be honest. I enjoy this game, but I'm not here to make them money. I'm here to make your experience better if I can as a player. So I really couldn't give a shit if they get upset at me. I don't get anything from them, so fuck them. Go get what you're entitled to, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's been screwed over. As players, you've been screwed over. They've done nothing at all to address the backlash that came from the players, and if they're doing this, which it certainly looks like they are doing, then you are entitled to what anyone else is getting. It shouldn't be just a couple of players. Now, there's probably going to be more players out there that have got this, and I just don't know about them yet. But at the end of the day, I know it's not everyone, because there is loads of people on the main Discord who do not have this, who have not got this, and who have just basically been ignored. So if you need some help with what I say, I would just basically tell them that you're not happy with the changes that happened to VIPER. It wasn't what you signed up for, essentially, and it was changed after the fact. You don't think they've done enough to address that, and you want to know what they are going to do. Don't be cheeky, don't be nasty, just put it like that. And hopefully the same thing happens to you. Again, there's been absolutely nothing else that has happened on my account. Nothing. The only thing that's happened is I complained directly to customer services about VIPER. So it does very much look like they are doing the whole, we will only compensate people who complain. And I seen that once with Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. It didn't go down well with the community, and they eventually did just blanket compensate everyone. But it took players en masse contacting them via customer services, and then they finally did something about it. So if you don't think this is enough evidence, then fine, don't contact them, right? But if, like myself, you can see the link here, then go for it. It's going to take 5 minutes of your time. You might have to message back once or twice, but if the outcome is the same for you as it was for me and these other players, then at least it's something. I don't technically think it does enough, in my opinion, to make up for VIPER, but that's just my opinion. People have got different points of view on that. But it is something. So, there you go. I just wanted to give you this bit of a PSA to make sure at least I'm being honest and transparent. I would hate to think I got this and I didn't tell anyone, because then you would never have the opportunity to get it. So if you feel like you've been wronged in some way and you should get the same as other players. You know what to do? Hit that button, fill in the message, send it off. Maybe 4 or 5 days, you should hopefully see an outcome. But that's it. I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching, catch you in the next one. Peace.